the birthday boy who's coming up at midnight, so we'll see. All right. So Sophie, we're going to talk about the Marta pendant next. It comes with this amazing adjustable pendant, and that to me really is a reflection on the collection that you brought to us on QVC, because you could have stopped with the beautiful pendant, but you went above and beyond, bringing us this amazing chain that you can remove the pendant and you can go ahead and use the chain for other things. So we'll show you the whole deal in just a second. Just know 5 easy pays at $56 will get this home for you. All sterling silver, or that's your 14 karat gold plated over the sterling silver. The pendant and the chain together would be over 25 grams of sterling silver. The chain again measures 13 inches total length with a lobster claw clasp, but then it has the magic silicone bead which will allow us to shorten it. The box, pouch, and a romance card will come as we shop for the holidays. Remember, there is a no-hassle holiday gift return policy already in place. So if you get these pieces home and for whatever reason they don't work, you have through the last day of January so we can make it right for you. This is another one of your inspirations, and I would love for you to share with everyone, particularly in how you design and what your intention was with the pendant.
So I love coin pendants, and when I was traveling, I realized like Spanish coins were kind of part of the history of Mexican culture, and a lot of women were saints, but I wanted to create something a little bit more artistic, a little bit more sculptural, a little bit more abstract. So that's why I came up with the Marta. It has a sense of a nod to nature, which is a big portion of why like the Mayans and the Incas existed. I mean, they were so close to nature. And so I wanted to create that effect in that pendant. What's really great about it, like you said, is it has that adjustable chain, which is a huge game changer for you. So like you see this little silicone ball right here. I'm gonna move my hand so you can see it. So this piece can be shifted left or right to extend the chain. And so I've had so many conversations with women where they were saying, I'm struggling with finding the right length of chain for my neckline. And so when I was designing this, I was thinking, what could I possibly do to help them with this problem? So this adjustable chain, it's a game changer. And what's really great about this piece is that you can remove the chain off the pendant and use it with your other pendants too. Whether you get the Lana from us or whether you have another chain or favorite necklace or pendant at home. So that's what's really great. They just come off each other. The chain comes off and then you can switch it out day in and day out. And this is a great travel companion. Imagine if you had your favorite pendants like in a stack, and then this is the chain you take with you.
Yeah,
I'm always thinking about
absolutely.
versatility. Always thinking about versatility.
And the chain is extremely, look how beautiful that is. It's a classic. It almost reminds me of the J box chain that we were talking about a little bit earlier, because this will never go out of style. This is going to be your rope chain, which is beautifully done. I mean, look at that chain. And then here again, this is what we're talking about. These chains are more expensive because it has that bead, and inside the bead is going to be the silicone. Plus it has a lobster claw clasp. So there's more than one way. As you could see, Sophie is wearing this closer to her neckline. You could wrap it around twice. I mean, that's the beauty of it. Be gentle with this when you pull it through, but you can see you can pull it through very, very easily. And then this long portion can dangle down your back, which will be nice.
Yes, and the chain is a really tight rope chain. So there are sometimes chains that the links are not tight enough and so they can break. This is not going to break on you. I mean, you would have to really be pulling to try to break it apart. There's like 4 links intertwined within each chain. So that way it's substantial. And then the pendant is solid sterling silver, 925. You have the stamp right there. It's just a beautiful, and it has the brushed back, but then the front is high polished with the texturing. Yes, it's a solid, you could just take a bite, just like you would with a coin.
I mean, it is very solid. I love the idea that if you have an omega or you have, you know, a wire or a leather braid or a ribbon that you'd rather wear this closer to your neck one time, this is totally removable. I mean, Sophie made this so that we had that option. And I love how all of your jewelry, giving it that very old world heritage look, is not highly polished, is going to be on the back, that satin finish that I saw in your cuff. That here, I'll show you in the cuff because I still have the cuff on, that you see on the inside of the cuff. All of it, although it's not matchy-matchy, has that same signature heirloom quality look and feel. Let me go back for just a second. Sophie, let's talk a little bit more about the factory that you work with, because as many people during the pandemic had struggles, your business also, you really had to sort of reinvent yourself. And that's why coming into this, I said, this is all about girl power and women supporting women, because you did it. This is your business, a woman-owned business, and you've been very successful, and you traveled the world to find the best of the best to really bring your vision.
Yes, and I think that that's the most important thing. I think when the pandemic happened, everything we were making was in New York City, and when the city shut down, I almost lost my business. And it was really when I started to reach out to my community of other jewelry peers. One of them said to me, reach out to this India team. They are an amazing team. They're based in Jaipur. This is where the stone cutting happens. This is where they cast everything. They will help you get through this really hard moment in your business and in your personal kind of struggles. And so when I found them, the gentleman who met with me, Navinder, he flew from India to meet with me. He was like, I'll meet with you. Wow. So I really feel like the people that stand behind you are like family to you. And I believe that they are like family to me. And that's why I can't, he said to me, he said, come to India, we will host you. I was like, well, I love Indian food, so let's just do it. So 25 is going to happen for us. So yeah, but these pieces are so special, I would say. It's really important to understand that, like what you said, the brush technique, it's actually a technique that's been ancient. It's been used in Roman, in the Bronze Age. Like these are techniques that have been passed down for thousands of years. So I wanted to create that connection, but also create it in a more modern, more current way, so that you don't feel like you're you're looking at something that was left in a box 2,000 years ago, but that it's got this fresh perspective.
Well, and Sophie, we wear jewelry because it kind of reflects, in your case, it reflects your love of travel and the research that you did about it. We don't want the same old. We want special pieces, and we want something we can invest in. And this is a great investment for you. It's J4365533. All of it, just like our J collection that we were talking about earlier,